and welcome to this week's episode of Like We in the
House.
So this week we'll be talking about gender roles / identities. So, what's your gender? Competition. Mm-hmm. My gender, non-conforming. What about you?
Grown woman.
Grown woman?
Grown woman.
I like how you ate that. Okay. So, how do you identify though?
Elaborate for our viewers.
So are you in the rainbow spectrum? You know, I used to be an ally. I have since been converted. So
Converted to what?
I like to identify as pansexual. What about you?
Pansexual goes crazy. I am now.
Are you yucking my yum?
I'm not. I'm explaining me. I
am
an ally.
interesting.
You like that?
Don't. So as it comes to like your gender identity, how would you say it affects like your interaction in like the real world and then like in like the gay scene?
When it comes to gender identity, excuse me, being gay, and I guess like in the hetero world, the straight life, or for those people, the straighties, I don't really vibe with it like that. Like it's hard for me sometimes to vibe. Like, giving an example, like when I go into a barbershop, I don't feel like I could fully be my authentic self. I don't feel like my identity is recognized in those type of areas.
Really? Because I'm always on the phone with you when you are in that realm. So I don't.
It's a front.
Is it ever like uncomfortable to you in that space?
Yes, it's hell of uncomfortable because you're in a predominant like cisgender male dominant all pussy this and you know my bitch is that, and I'm like
Well, would you like that though? Because you like those.
But what I'm saying is like, then like you said, if we switch it over to our everyday world, like for me, the gay world, I like that.
You like
I like being the bitch in the situation. But like when you talk to like, I guess like hearing the men talk about it, it makes it uncomfortable because it's like they're side-eyeing me like, do you get pussy? I don't get pussy. I don't.
You get pussy. That's what you should say. Eat that up. Well, I mean, as it relates to me, like I feel as though like growing up, it was never. Honestly, I don't even think that I thought about that in a sense. Like my first real gay experience was probably like the end of my senior year. So I can't say like I could ever have an experience to where in the real world I felt uncomfortable in a sense. I feel like growing up definitely was more so like people projecting what they felt my identity was, but I hadn't identified it my own self. So I didn't read too much into it. Now, you know, I'm, you know, out loud and proud. So I walk everywhere comfortably.
Yes, as the woman that I am.
So what do you think that dad would have to say about this topic?
You never know exactly where it goes with him.
How do you think he identifies? Are you a woman? Well, I think that it's safe to say,
Call your daddy.
paper, rock, scissors.
It's rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Bitch, you cheated.
First of all, you're not even counting. 1,
You
2,
cheated.
3. Ready?
Do it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Why do you go so fast?
Come on, ready? Right.
You're cheating.
I'll just call
your daddy.
Again.
So
How are you
pleasant
today?
I know. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Elaborate on fine. What makes it a fine day for you?
See, that's why I don't never ask, what the fuck do you want? See, we don't even gonna be cussing on YouTube like that, but what you want?
I just want to know why
I hate when y'all do that. See, what's going on? What's up?
Why can't we talk and start with
I don't know, because when I said I'm doing fine, what is more than fine? Why, like, what y'all call it? Like,
Can I give you a hug?
Don't touch me.
Your skin is glowing.
Thank you. It's called bio oil.
I love the shave.
The shade. Oh, thank you.
Well, today
Just
we're
for
talking.
men.
Today we're talking about gender roles / identities. And you know, we always admire your feedback on these various topics. So, how do you identify?
Who, me? What is the he, him, his?
Those are your pronouns.
Those are my pronouns. What you mean? How I identify?
Are you
My gender, my sexuality.
are you
What?
gay? Are you straight? Are you a lesbian?
I'm
Are you trans?
I'm what Jesus made me.
Which is?
I don't know.
What?
I'm OTA.
I hope not.
I am.
Nah, you don't have an answer.
No, I'm pansexual. If that's what you're going at, but gender role, I am a male, but I'm pansexual.
Okay.
Oh, you're being
Why?
serious?
Why would you ask me? Am I being serious? Like
I'm-
y'all ask me these questions.
I'm
and I'm like,
asking.
do I look like I'm faking?
You
You
could
asked
be.
me a question, so I'm asking you. This is the shit I be talking about. That just call me. Y'all, this is why I don't like talking.
This is why I don't ask questions, y'all.
So
Is this aloe vera? Because normally I be sneezing around y'all. Y'all just like okay,
as it relates to your identity, how does that affect your day to day? Like you retired, Navy chief for like the cousins that maybe don't know about you. So as it relates to like that, what was that experience like for you?
Oh, I mean, well, I find myself more just being just comfortable now because I don't. Well, even before I got out, the longer I stayed in, I started being like more comfortable just being who I am, just being me. You know what I'm saying? I do like I enjoy being a male. I like being a man because just the way I was raised. So I don't mind being a man, but I do know with don't ask, don't tell, and all this kind of stuff. A lot of stuff I had to like literally hide. Then coming out and not being around a lot of, you know, LGBT community, gay or whatever, I didn't know how to be gay. You see what I'm saying? No, I didn't know how, or I still growing up in church. We ain't gonna get on that. I didn't like being a gay male, but I knew I was gay. You see what I'm saying? Or bi, tri, pan, whatever. And then I had to find out it was a lifestyle versus a sexuality and all this kind of stuff. It was a lot of layers to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can be homosexual or bisexual or pansexual, but I can still live the life as a man. So I like being a man, a provider, stuff like that and everything, but I had to carry myself a certain way because if you have a whole bunch of men and a bunch of homophobic men and all this kind of stuff, when I'm telling you to do something, who the hell want to take something from a punk?
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that. Like, if you got a lot of macho, you on a ship with a bunch of men and you telling somebody to do something and they got to snap to, I'm not snapping to nobody that's snapping.
Did they consider you a punk on the shit?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody ever knew because I came up through the don't ask, don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's don't ask, don't tell, don't harass. Don't ask me or you'll get put out. I can't tell you or I'll get put out, and y'all can't harass me because you felt or you thought or you seen something, so you keep harassing me about it or you'll get put out.
You wanna know what's so crazy? It's like you said a lot, but when you just broke that down, I have a whole different vision of it now. I think that was smart. Is that like across the board with the military? What was it across the board with the military?
It was across the board. If I'm not mistaken, Clinton put that in there so we can serve.
Mm-hmm.
So people can come in. I don't have to say I'm homosexual. I don't have to say nothing like that. I can just be in the military. Don't ask me that. Let me serve, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when they repelled it, I still was kind of living in the don't ask, don't tell, because my thing was I liked my career, right? And I really, 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 really liked my career. So even though people can now openly join, If I seen you at the club and I know that you part of the community, you knew goddamn well don't come to work calling me no damn Jrock. Don't say none of that stuff. I'm chief. Cause I don't hang with you. I'm not in your community. Not today. Now when we leave here, you might see me at the club, you know, do a little 1, 2, bow, you know, but when I'm at work, don't do that.
So how did your family initially react to it? Like to your sexual, I guess your sexual identity and
They kicked me out of the house, told me that it was not me, kicked me out of the family, told me it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever step back into the family. And told me don't call my little brothers, don't call my sisters, don't do nothing. And if they catch me calling my brothers and sisters and stuff like that. But you know me. I just went up to their schools. After school, hey, I'm in town. Hey, little brother. Don't tell them. Well, you ain't gonna get no more shoes.
oh, so you were still on don't ask, don't tell then.
I was don't ask, don't tell in my real family.
Oh wow.
It was just that strict. Who the fuck then did the...
Somebody found.
It's
Somebody accident.
Devin
But
done
it
dipped.
But yeah, it was like all that stuff. It was like a lot of layers to that, and I think it's a lot of people go through that with those layers and stuff. So, but yeah. But other than that, sexually, all this kind of stuff, pansexual, I don't see. A lot of people don't know what that is. I don't see like genders. I see people. You see what I'm saying? If it depends on how you treat me. If you treat me, I reciprocate that energy. Whether you are trans, bands, wans, or fans, I don't care. If you treat me good, I treat you good. So that's...
You know, it makes more sense to me why, what's their name? Willow Smith, when they was on the Red Table Talk, every time that somebody would have good conversation, she's like, And at first it would annoy me, but now I understand why she do it.
So that's what y'all was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hate to be kind of quick today, but like I told y'all before when y'all started, I got stuff to do.
What do you have to do?
None of your fucking business.
You can't.
But listen, well, we can have a certain amount of fucks, and I almost got 0 to give. Trying my best, but I got some stuff to do, so I don't know who y'all got today. Tell them I said hey, give them my regards. I have things to do.
I love you so much, Dad.
We love you so
Oh
much.
my God.
And cousins, we're gonna cut right here to a quick commercial break from a few of our allies in the community.
Me.
What's up, world? It's Chris, aka Dr. Do Good, your favorite community engagement manager at Abound in Prosperity. And at Abound in Prosperity, we are a nonprofit organization located in South Dallas that provides free and confidential STI testing and treatment. On top of that, we do free mental health, we have free housing, and we even offer free fitness classes that we pay you to be a part of. Make sure you stay tuned into the Tens and Chop Network because they have something amazing for you each and every week. Like, share, subscribe. Until we meet again, talk to you soon. Peace.
Hey cousins, and we are back in the house with a couple of special guests. So this week's special guests include none other than the Junior Film Queen, first ever Junior Film Queen of the Gulf Coast, Kimmy, and now Unbothered Cartier. And Kimmy's pastime, she loves to throw down in the kitchen. So if you ever need a good Southern home cooked meal, be sure to check her out in the kitchen and on the floor.
Oh, well, she got some competition.
Is that right?
Yeah, because the one I'm about to introduce, he throws down. If y'all ain't seen, he makes chicken, spaghetti, beans, you name it. He's all the way from Louisiana, then came to Dallas, but now he in the East Coast. None other than the up-and-coming legend, Jrock Levine.
Let's welcome our guest to the house. Hey guys.
Can I ask you a question? What? Do you make your spaghetti like with the sauce on top or on the side? Or like how you do it?
So actually, I used to make it separate, but now I make it and I put it together and I don't eat it till the next day.
You let it simmer. Okay.
Oh, I'm
Marinate.
on top person.
You're a what?
On top. I like my sauce on top because I like the taste of the noodles. Like, you know, I like the water taste of the noodles mixed with the sauce and all that. So I don't like that mixed spaghetti shit.
She don't like it. She don't like it sloppy. Okay.
I love it sloppy.
So today's topic is going to be on gender, identity, and roles. And so, how do you guys identify?
Well, I thought I was bisexual until y'all was talking about pansexual. I was like, well, maybe that's what I am. So I'm gonna say pansexual, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because sometimes I like girls, and sometimes I like boys, and then now we're in a time where some people are non-binary. So sometimes I like the non-binaries.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you say you like the girls, do you like trans women, or is it like cisgender?
I like junior film queens that look like my age. I don't like older film queens because I just feel like we two different types of girls, I guess. But I do like trans women, and sometimes I like girls that look like junior film queen. So
I'm just gay.
Just flat out.
Just gay.
Okay.
You don't like a little piece of
Artistically, I think women are beautiful, but I don't think sexually I can do anything with them.
Can I ask you a personal question? Have you ever been with one?
Yeah.
What was that like? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
It was hard because, well, it wasn't hard.
But on a scale of 1 to 10,
So yeah.
what would you rate it though?
I actually enjoy eating pussy. It's kind of like eating ass.
You're not rating it. Is it a 1 through 10?
What? Like an experience with a woman?
what it tastes
A
like?
3.
A 3?
Yeah.
What it tastes like? A 3?
I said 3 because
So, as it relates to gender identity in society, how has it that ever affected you, like in your personal life, or if it has at all?
Like my gender. Well, shit, it affected my whole life. It turned shit upside down for me personally. I grew up. I always knew I always knew I wanted to be a girl, but I didn't know that being trans was a thing. I thought it was just like, if you was born a boy, you just gotta be a boy. You gotta live this life or whatever. But I didn't think it was a realistic thing for me to be trans. And then I tried the feminine thing. It's a lot.
Did you used to put your hoodie on your head and then tie like a ponytail?
I used to put t-shirts on my head and act like I used to act like I was an armed girl. I remember I got my ass whooped one time because I had put on this long. You remember as a kid you would put on a big white t-shirt. I put on a big white t-shirt, and my mom always kept her like a ponytail clip. I put on the bun one. I put on that bun and I went outside in the neighborhood, and like, this was regular shit because, you know, they like, okay, that's the young punk of the neighborhood or whatever, but they gagged. They said, oh. Because my mama and them wasn't home, and they was like,
Oh,
they was like, your mama finna act the fool. And she sure did.
And she sure did.
Sure did.
I don't really think it affected my life really, other than like you saying, as far as like me being gay.
Yeah, like in different social settings. So think about like when you finally resonated with your identity, like coming out to your parents. What was that like? And like, you know, you went to Jackson State.
Right.
So what was, you know, were you out then? What was that like for you?
So I came out sophomore year in high school. It was pretty accepted from across the board, so I didn't never really have to deal with like any rejection. And when I got to college, I was already in my bad bitch phase, so couldn't nobody really break nothing. You know, they used to talk shit. Everybody talk shit. They still do, but you know, it's like kind of where I ducks back now. So it don't bother me. I'm gay. I walk comfortably in any hood, any city.
Were you the boy with the mohawk?
Yes, and a tongue ring.
I had a mohawk.
Oh, you was deep out there. Oh my God.
Okay.
I want to hear more about the bad bitch phase. Like, what is that?
So I feel like, cause I used to get beat up and bullied a lot in high school, like not in high school, in elementary school and middle school. Like when I became gay, I became popular, and you know, I just kind of like.
Feel liberated.
I felt, yeah. So, you know, I was hanging with all of the girls, the dancers. You know, I was in the band, so all of the dancers and the niggas just be like, you know, get cool with me just to get close to them, I guess. But, you know, all my friends were straight until I got to Dallas in 2020, actually. So.
What instrument did you play in the band?
Trumpet. First trumpet.
I heard about y'all.
I'm hollering. So as it relates to like gender roles, how do you guys identify like as your role in the gay lifestyle? Like, are you a top, bottom, versatile?
I'm fully versed.
Of course, I be getting tore up. I be getting tore up, but there has been times where I have used my coochie stick.
You used your one, Kimmy, yeah.
My coochie stick. It's been times like certain individuals, yeah, I will, but like it ain't just like, oh, I'm finna use it today. That's never been came across my mind. But I have used it multiple times.
So when you guys first like really discovered your identity in the scene, how did you come about finding or identifying with your role? Like, were you always versatile for you?
Actually, no. When I was younger and in my bad bitch phase and a virgin at the time, I was fiending for dick. I ain't gonna hold you. And then when I got
wanted
it,
booty hole at first?
huh?
You never wanted the hole at first?
No, I didn't find out about that until
How did you not find out
afterwards.
about it?
I didn't know nothing about being gay other than I like boys. So and I also grew up in the social media area, like the 2000s and stuff like that. So that's when I started to see like sex. I used to watch sex. I ain't gonna say on who phone, but one of my parents' phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
My Lord.
I started off like my first time having sex. I was the bottom and I hated it and never kind of went back to it. Then I just started topping, and then as I got older, like I just started doing both, and now I feel like I'm fully versed, but I don't think I could be in a relationship with a full bottom. So I guess yes.
You want that thing.
You need somebody that's gonna match your energy.
That's okay though.
But you could be fully versed with a full top?
Yes, I can. I can. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. It's science.
So AJ, what about you? Like,
I'm a bottom.
have you always been a bottom?
Yes, I came into this lifestyle of bottom. I'm gonna go out of bottom.
By time.
Yes, ma'am. I just feel like, I don't know, like Woo, gotta open up.
Wait.
Oh,
She a hot
my God.
Open it up.
Wait. I'm but I came into the lifestyle like, I don't know, like my first couple encounters were with tops, and I guess like you said, like being a virgin at that time, like I didn't know there was a difference. I didn't know. All I knew was somebody got to do this and somebody got to do that. And so at first, I remember coming into it, I was really scared because my mom always said, if you suck dick or anything, you're gonna get herpes. And so I was like, if I touch a dick, I'm gonna get herpes. And so I would just stick to kissing. But then they got tired of me doing that, and I found out that the roster started dropping. So then I was like, okay, so gotta step it up. So then one day this dude was like, can you give me some head? And I was like,
Yes.
And I thought about it, and I really thought long and hard, And he was cool, like, you know, he was patient. And he was like, okay, like, you let me know when you're ready to do it. And so my first time, I was just like, okay, you're not going to give me herpes, are you? And so
You asked them that.
I did. I was young, y'all, be fair. Like, I was young. I didn't know any better. And so, and I've always just been the person to be like,
Yeah.
help. Like, not help, but like, you know, guide me a little bit. And so once we did it, I liked it. And so then we escalated again. And he was like, okay, you ready to like try it? And I was like, try what? And he was like, you know. And I was like, okay.
Is that what he did?
That's what I, you know, I don't want to say the F-bomb. Dad already dropped 3 for the day. And so when we did it, I'll never forget, my daddy had just bought, Mr. Walker, I can't show him this episode. Mr. Walker had gave me some clinic condoms, and they were the colored ones, but they were small. And so my very first time trying it, we tried with that, but his dick was like a little bit bigger than that. So I remember he tried to put lotion on it, and I was just,
Lotion.
that's what I said. It was spit, and then it was lotion.
Spit and lotion.
You see how you saying that? So me watching it happen, I was just like,
What guy you said? And he just began, and it
Rubbing on wood.
but look, so then that's when I was just like,
felt like firewood.
So when we were trying, I just remember at one point I was just trying because I didn't want to seem like I was like, you know, like copping out in the sense, or like I wanted to, you know, like you said, fight the fire. So I was just like, I got this. But each time he pushed, I remember I just kept running until my head got to the wall, and he was just like, you
Tearing
can't
that
go.
wall up. Tearing that wall
But I was just
up.
like, no, I was like, I can't do this. So we never tried. We didn't try again until probably like a month later, because he saw that I really was not like comfortable with it. And so once we tried it again, I had watched what's that old white lady that used to come on HBO?
On HBO, Katie.
No, it was
I know that, and she used to have like the sex education.
Yes,
I
her.
watch that thing.
She taught me She taught me a couple things, but sex talk with Susan, and so I love. Shout out to you, Auntie Susan,
And real sex.
She did.
Real sex, take one.
Real sex. I used to have my phone on. I mean, have my remote on previous.
Okay with the Disney shit.
Susan
But
did.
it was really more informative than sex.
Yes, Susan is dead.
She is. I didn't know that. I thought her name was Katie. She had blonde hair.
Yeah, but Susan died for real.
Yeah.
I guess so. R.I.P.
Rest
Susan.
in peace.
I can't even talk about Susan no more. But go ahead. What about you?
So, my
Is Sue?
Yes.
Well, Sue dead.
you're so sad about Orange.
Sue is through.
Her name not Katie Morgan. Katie, I'm sorry if I've been all these years putting your name on you.
This Shawn Campbell right here.
I'm sorry if I've been putting that on you all these years. Katie Morgan. You did not deserve that.
Look, it's gonna be a random K Morgan like, oh my god.
Oh my god, no. So
Are you a bottom?
me? No, I could never be
Oh.
You're a burst bottom.
fully versed. Well, actually, I'm a real verse top, but we'll get into that. So,
What
like,
is a verse top?
a
And a
verse
verse
top?
bottom. When people say that, I be like,
yeah, let's explain it to our viewers.
A
Hey,
verse-
cousins. So, like, when you enter in the realm of the gay world, you know, it starts off very bland, you know, tops, versatiles, and bottoms. So the tops are playing the role of doing the actual inserting. The bottom is the receiver, and typically versatile people like to do and engage in both activities, right? Now, where it becomes more complex, you now have moved into another realm of versatile tops, versatile bottoms, and also power bottoms, okay? So in the realm of versatile tops, I say, and actually, like in a relationship, I'm fully versatile. But when I'm single and I'm just out here having a good time, I'm strictly a versatile top, because for me to engage in bottom activity, like, I can't walk you through it. You got, either you gonna put me in the mood or you not. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to have to go through all those complications. But when I first had my first gay interaction, I was actually dating this girl. Her name was Jasmine. I was a senior at the time, and we had just had a hurricane in Houston. Now, this way got tricky. So her best friend, which was a gay boy, stayed around the corner. Stayed around the corner, and he was like, hit me up while, we was out, no power, X, Y, and Z. Now, I honestly cannot tell you what came over me, but like the whole day he was in full on pursuit, like, you should come chill, like, you should come over here. I ain't gonna tell nobody this, that, I'm like,
And you was with Jasmine still?
yes.
Or
And something was telling my soul, you can't trust them, you can't trust them, you can't trust them. But I took
trusted them.
Right, I went over there, and honestly, like, the experience wasn't even that to me. I was like,
so you wasted that.
yeah.
Wasted
And so
I'm sorry, Jasmine.
Miss that on your family.
yeah, I mean, so the thing about it was, it was a very much so cliche of like, excuse my language, to the gay girls, but like he found himself like being upset with me about something and then like threatened to tell her, and at that point, yeah, me too. I'm like, look, hey, do what you gotta do. So, I mean, again, to me, that experience again, my first experience was top end. When I got to Jackson State, though, in 2009, I Love had turned me out. Like, I never get. No, so I was we was in, what's the dance organization on campus?
Dance ensemble?
Dance ensemble. Is it another one though? Cause it's one that they do in the actual theater, but then there was another one that practiced in the rec center. But I think it was dance ensemble. They usually dance at like GSU Day and stuff like that.
Yeah, the dance ensemble and the dazzlers.
Yeah, but I was part of the dance ensemble, right? So we was practicing. Now, mind you, fine ass light skinned boy walk in, and they just sitting there. Keep in mind, I'm still not fully just comfortable in my transition into the gay scene because, again, in my house, it was similar to like Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Mama was heavily religious. As a matter of fact, she had found some pornography on her computer one time, and she had called her good girlfriend over, and they ambushed me. And I walked in the house, they was like throwing holy oil and get this demon out of there.
Oh, you really had that experience?
Yeah. Yes. And so
I'm
when
sorry that you had to work with me.
It's
not
That's traumatizing.
No, it was very that, but yeah, so like when I got to Jackson State, like being away from home, I actually felt like, again, like slightly liberated, but I never forget like him walking into the actual dance studio, like sitting there watching. In my head, I'm thinking like, this nigga is, I don't know what his vibe is, but he fine as hell. And so when we wrapped up practice, I went outside and it was almost like a movie, right? So I went out the door. I kind of paused at the door like, should I go back in there and say something to him?
Be like,
By the time I made the U-turn and turned back, he was coming out the door. He was like, hey, yo, what's up with you? I'm like,
oh, y'all was in
I
high
was
pursuit for
saying-
you.
right. And so from that day forward, like, it was a wrap. And so, like, but that was so traumatic. Don't fuck with Jackson boys. Don't fuck with Memphis boys either.
oh, I love
Light-skinned boys are trash. Not playing.
Whoa.
No, light-skinned slander. But,
I got a
so,
question at the
yeah,
end.
what's your question?
When you done?
I'm
Because
done.
I want to continue to hear the story.
That's what's the end. We made Passion Love constantly in the, what's the dorms right across the street from the band hall?
Passion.
Oh, the ones that
They tore them down?
JH Hall.
Yeah.
Some hall.
When I tell you my whole first semester, I never stayed in the freshman dorm because I was in his dorm.
Getting plowed.
You could have saved your room.
Oh my God.
Kimmy,
So-
when you be like this and you flick the hair because I know you really in it.
You gotta get that.
What? So my question for y'all is, what is your douche process?
Actually,
Because I
start?
thought everybody's was the same until I was talking to my homegirls, and I was like, y'all don't be douching for real. I was like, y'all really, I know my body type of girls.
I want to start this one because I'm probably the outcast. So
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I've never dished.
What? I know my body. And she
No.
been on her body
Well,
all
no,
these
no,
years,
no.
so it worked.
Well, no,
y'all.
but
That's
my thing is this. I've never even been or identified with that. I've never been I know my body type of girl. Like, with him, I would say probably because of his size, it didn't affect me in that way. No, for real, right? Because
Came up a little short.
I don't know.
Short
But like I never experienced it in that way. However, what I would say is like as I started to mature in the sexual realm, like I do more so like prep precautions. Like I don't eat the day before. Yeah.
But the day before that stuff coming down. But I'm sure you should. So
I'm sure you should.
But I would like to be enlightened from the dish gurus.
oh, I'm a just good rules.
Do you use
Oh, I-
lukewarm? You use lukewarm water?
Okay, let me break y'all down my process. So
Down to the bowl.
depending on like the day, like if it's a work, during the week, sometimes like cause my job they feed us a lot, so I'd be like, I've always been a time. Once my father and my sister taught me like time management when it comes to dishing and stuff, I'm a time management person.
Can you
so,
break that down for me though?
of
Go
course.
ahead.
So usually it's 6 hours after. That's when it's really like. Let me cut this down. That's when it's really like digested, I guess. So I'll be like, okay, if I don't eat if I eat at 12, by the time I get off work, I can go home and dish. But if it get like 2 o'clock, you can't eat. You missed your
You
mark.
missed the window.
You missed the window. So you got a 6-hour window, right? But I'm like a I still talk about. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you when you finish.
You ain't even started.
Because this stuff they used to say that'd be funny. But I'm like I'm a 7-bottle girl, like 7 bottle. Y'all not 7-bottle girls?
What does that mean?
After 7.
Your dish, you go over there first. It's gonna take you maybe like you gotta get the 3. Once you get past the 3rd mark, then you can start really dishing. But when you first start dishing, you gotta get past that 3 mark. So you.
I know what you're talking
Excuse
about.
me.
Fill the
You are
bottle up.
talking to somebody who.
Okay.
All I
Let me
It's
break
like,
it down.
it's like bottom.
I see the bottle. I see what's
You
in
get
the
your
bottle.
dish bottle. You
Do you? But we have
sometimes
to be
if it's a
specific.
new dish,
Are you?
if it's a new dish bottle, I'll leave a little bit of that.
Oh, you
that
just have
saline.
a
The
a flea.
You don't use like.
You don't have a
Do you use a
reusable one?
water? Do you use a water bottle?
No, you use a water bottle.
I don't
see
get-
a
Wait,
bottle.
hold
I'm sorry.
Can you
You
shut the
was
hell up? You
deep
did.
in
I'm
her
trying to
bottom
get
bottom
Can we
area.
just start with the basics?
So you got a dish. To me, I feel like you might got maybe 2 or 3 times to use that dish, right?
Mhm.
But and I throw it in the shower afterwards, so you got to make sure you clean your dish too. But the girls don't be doing that, and that's why they be having that brown ring around their dish. But so I'll get the dish, fill the water, fill it up, put the nozzle on, squirt,
So you
put the water in, squirt.
do you empty out the contents that's already in it?
Yeah, but you might want to leave a little bit. If it's a new dish, you could leave a little bit just to speed up the process. Especially if you know your
It's like a
nigga coming.
laxative, right?
It's like a little mini laxative.
Okay.
That's why they got them small fleets. See, I know all the whole fleet line. They got
The whole fleet family.
they got suppositories. They got the little bullets, the little small ones. Them gonna make you go to the bathroom real fast. It's a little small solution you squirt up there. They got the full one. They got the extra volume for the deep dishes. And then they got everything. But you do 7 of those. Fill up, squirt, fill up, squirt 7 times. You sit there maybe however long, let your stomach
Can
run.
I ask a dumb question?
Mm-hmm.
When you fill up squirt, you squirt out before squirting more in?
Mm-mm, you hold it.
So I'm just filling myself up.
Fill
Like a
her
balloon.
up. Fill her up just like a balloon. And you getting the chunks out. You get your chunks out. In the words it says, you get your chunks out, and then like you got maybe 3 or 4. You got 4 or 5 of them dark passages. Muddy water. You got like a couple of passages of muddy water, and then you almost done dushing when it's starting to get lighter and lighter and clearer. But when you get cleared at one time, you always gonna have that last one. You always gonna have that. When you get up, you like, girl, I done finished. Like, you be like, this is a little fast.
Please, God.
Don't trust your stomach. Another one coming out.
Your stomach will play you for a fool.
You get in that shower, you done washed up, you like, girl, shaving, and your stomach start going,
But no,
oh,
Kimmy, have you ever dushed and you, like you said, your stomach like play a little trick on you, and like they tell you like, oh, I'm on the way, and then that 5 to 10 minute mark, and your stomach go.
I'm gonna go sit on that too. Depending on how far out, cause sometimes I just be like, listen, go sit in the living room.
Turn the movie on.
It just makes me mad, cause some dudes will be like, man, I don't care about all that. I care, cause you're not finna be walking around here calling me Picasso.
Yes.
The moment you shit on somebody, that's the first. That bitch be shit. And you gonna wonder why you ain't got no roster. It's cause you ain't people telling you paying people.
There you go.
No, that's not my story. The fuck?
But I done heard multiple other I know my body people.
Well, my dishing process is like different.
Is this what we talking about? Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
This is very
so
educational for me.
this
Very
community,
educational.
this community get a lot of slander, but because I don't think they know how to use it. But I am a part of the water bottle and the hose, the shower attachment.
Oh, I love the shower section.
The only thing with the
Before you go on, can I ask a dumb question?
It be strong.
Now, this you really remind me of an old soul, because only like the old school girls really talk to what we about to talk about, the classic bottle. But I've always been curious to know this. Like, clearly the head of the bottle has ridges. We're not sticking it inside.
No, so if this your hole right here.
Y'all wide open.
And
Look at your camera.
you take a water bottle, which is right here, and you got the ridges on the side of the water bottle.
Put your hand up.
You just sit it on top.
Oh,
And
just
then the pressure from the water is just gonna go in.
But
Like,
like-
you know how in a pool when you sit on the jet?
on a jet.
What Nicki Minaj say this
Yeah, but I also
could be tight, baby.
I've incorporated like I just recently it's my new lifestyle now, like pure for men fiber, like literally like it's the best thing, save all of that time. But yeah, I'm the type of person after a while it's
What's
no.
pure for men?
It's a supplement.
It's a supplement to like, it's like a it's a pill that you take, and it does with like a laxative.
Is it like Imodium?
Yeah.
I love Imodium.
Imodium.
When you at work and you know you finna tear down, take you a Imodium. Maybe 3.
But drink a lot of water.
It's gonna freeze. It's gonna freeze all that shit.
But
And
drink
it's
a lot
gonna
of
sit
water
there.
though when you.
Yeah, you have to drink a lot of water when you take that stuff.
Just so it can.
But it don't always work, cause no shade. I'm not sitting on no. My legs get to going numb and sleep. I
Stand
get
up.
up and say no. You gonna bother me tonight? I'm not doing it.
Oh, you stand up and twerk a little bit.
Also, yeah, that's another thing. So I feel like when you dishing, you literally have to push out from every angle,
you do.
or you gonna have a surprise.
You got to be on the toilet like
Yeah,
this.
get up, twerk, stand around, stand up, cause like the way your intestines are, like they like.
It's a line.
They like
upside
that.
down and shake
Well,
your
I
And then
would like
sometimes
to
you can put too much water, and that trapped water will be sitting right there, and then everything
It's
is
gonna
coming
shine.
down.
That's why the 45-minute girls, I just can't get with them. I'm an hour, maybe 2 type of girl. I'll sit on that toilet. I don't care.
Okay. So, I mean, with all my newfound educational points, I just want to say shout out to all the bottoms out there. Y'all don't get enough respect, obviously. And so I'm curious to know, how does your gender identity affect like your relationship roles in the bedroom? Like, do you get more or less play being versatile?
I don't.
I feel like well, right now I talk to a top, So I mean, I'm fully versed, but I don't mind it because I can be like attracted to somebody like that. But I feel like when you're in a relationship with a verse, like sex in the bedroom is like more sporadic, I guess, because you're not doing just one thing. But it don't really. Like in the bedroom in a relationship, I'm not really a sexual being like that.
I have a question.
What?
So if you're in a relationship, or like if you're messing with someone else that's fully versed, like, do y'all dish at the same time? Like,
So honestly, I've only been in one fully versed
not to go back,
relationship.
but like,
And I didn't understand the science, but it just worked. I guess you gotta just know how the flow of the day.
If you clean when you get home, now it's your turn.
Can I admit something to y'all? I've had one encounter with one person, and when I tell y'all, every time we fucked, it was always sporadic. So I was always curious, like, how was it that I never caught you slipping?
Oh, anytime you can text me like, I'm finna pull.
No, it was never even a text. It was like very sporadic, like just be chilling and then.
Well, that's because sometimes, like,
I feel like the energy got something to do with it too, cause sometimes you don't douche, but you still have sex and you be good. Like you still be a little nervous. You like,
no, you gotta be back there. You gotta put your hand back there. You gotta be like this. You know, it's a little too wet. They just be like this.
Oh my god. Okay, so. Oh my god, y'all have really tickled me today. So we're gonna do a little thing called this or that. Are y'all ready?
yes.
it's about to just go real fast.
Real fast. So
Okay.
just
Both of y'all.
Okay.
answer. Ready? Spit or swallow.
Spit. Don't even come with mine.
Swallow
On your face or your hair.
my face.
Doggy style or missionary?
Doggy style. I hate missionary.
Feet or fingers.
Where? Like,
I guess in your mouth.
To suck on.
oh, in your mouth? I don't want your fingers in my mouth. I'd rather do a toe than if they cute. A toe versus a finger, because people's fingers be salty sometimes. Exactly, like your feet is in your shoes and in your socks, and if you take a bath, then your feet, I feel like, will be more cleaner than your hands. Because even if you think about it, even if you wash your hands, you walk into the room, you gotta open the door, you just touched a whole bunch of bacteria again.
You put
And
your
now
own
it's in your
fingers
mouth. Huh?
But what about
Put your own
you?
fingers
Well,
in
that's
your
my
mouth.
bacteria.
I'm attracted to nail beds, so I'm gonna say fingers.
Okay. So cut or uncut?
I like a cut, but I have the uncut sessions be the sessions. Them be the sessions that be tearing you.
Have you ever encountered
Same
smegma?
you.
Smegma?
That's a no.
That's the cheese behind the skin.
Oh, exactly, and that's why I prefer cut. Cause if you come in there with that cheesy shit,
I want to
Got to
preference we are not yucking anybody's yum.
Not at all.
Not at
Just
all.
pull it back
This
in.
is Kimmy Ann's I statement.
just pull it back and clean it. Like, but me, I've never been the person to be like, oh, you got to go. I'm just gonna take on that bath. Like, it stank a little bit. Like, and I'll provide you a towel. I'll provide you everything you need. But I feel like that's gonna make them more comfortable to tear your back in, right? Cause if you're gonna be like, hey, go in the bathroom, take a little shower. Like, it's a little
I'll
stank.
wait.
That's the worst.
I'll wait. Like, I'll wait.
Marriage or money?
That's a good one. Money.
I don't know, cause I want a husband. I do. I would love a husband. I'm gonna get some money regardless. So I'm not tripping, and I feel like me and my husband should be able to come together and get some money. Nobody want to be alone. No matter how much money you got, nobody wants to be alone at all. So
So to elaborate.
I've never been I got to have the money like type of person. So money has never swayed me, no type of way. So I like a marriage.
I'm not interested in like the marriage aspect of the relationship. I just think that it's so overrated. Like,
Do you think it's overrated because it's overrated, or do you think the generation that we are in now has made it to where it, no?
Cause I think it's our parents' generation. Cause like marriage, I grew up like going to weddings and stuff like that,
Right.
and I just like noticed like how it becomes more like intense. Like when you get preparing for a marriage and preparing to like take that leap into that next phase, and just like every family member I done seen them almost damn near break up right before the wedding.
But
Shit.
that's because people not prepared to be getting married, and they just
Exactly.
be going out here getting
But
married.
that, you know, our parents and our grandparents and stuff like that, a lot of them, they got married off of survival. Now, you know, you can pick your partner. You're going to be like, okay, no shade, I've been married to him 16 years and it ain't work. Bye.
But
They
if
made
you
it work back then.
If you could pick your marriage, then that should be even more reason why your marriage should be correct. Now, you don't know everybody. You don't know, you never know what somebody gonna do in 5 years or whatever. But if I got the choice to pick who I'm gonna be with and who I'm gonna marry, especially because I think our generation does not take marriage seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I think marriage is a big thing, you know?
It is.
So I think that's yeah, it's like
You literally
it's a
sign your life to
partnership.
somebody else. Like, you gonna be my co-signer?
Not my co-signer.
That's basically what it is.
Would y'all sign a prenup?
Hell no.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is in that time.
and you gonna sign mine too, cause I'm here for money too. Even if I'm not that rich, you're gonna sign. You gonna sign a prenup, cause I got something that you're not taking.
And when I leave, I'm gonna leave with
What I came with, and I feel like you should respect that. I shouldn't feel like if you already had 40 million and I come into the picture and you got 40 million still, you shouldn't feel like you obligated to get any of that unless he spent 20 million of that and you helped him get that 20 million back.
Sometimes I need damages.
But
Run me through the mud.
you gotta take responsibility for what you do too. What if he need his damages?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our generation don't take responsibility.
Accountability.
Accountability. I mean, not responsibility. Accountability.
And responsibility.
Excuse me.
That's why I don't get married. They ain't take shit from me.
Well, we have definitely enjoyed the conversation today. Like, you guys are
sure.
very enlightful. I cannot wait to go home and practice dishing.
You gotta get past the third mark.
Get the chunks out.
Get the chunks out.
Get you to the cousins where they can follow you guys on social media.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lavignee, Lavignee, and Facebook at Shedrick James Lavigne Jr. Damn, I got my whole name on there.
Whole government, somebody stealing your identity.
My Instagram is official Kimmy Ann with 1 E. It's some girl out there using my page and making a catfish and following all the boys and telling them I'm a transvestite. So it's with 1 E, and then it's on TikTok. I don't remember my TikTok name, but you'll see me on there. So.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Like We're in the House. Be sure to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that little bell at the corner so that you're notified every episode.
Like we in the
Thank
house.
you.